You're watching the Solano College Sports Network, SCSN, bringing you the best sports coverage in Solano County.
Peterson has to deal with the Falcons. Cleanup hitter Alex Crosby and hits this one well to left center. Tolbert hits this one to left. It's carrying. Bailey over his head.
All right, here we go. Here's a pitch by Altman. At the knees, ring him up. Strike three called. Here comes Wills. Played the play. He's in. He is safe. And the Falcons are going to win this game 7-6. Oh, my.
I'm Scott Stover. Thanks for watching the Solano College Sports Network.
Well, hi, everybody. Welcome to another exciting baseball game here on the Solano College Sports Network. I'm Greg Poff, along with my broadcast partner, Zach Kraft, bringing you today's exciting baseball action here at Billy and Louise Yarborough Stadium. Well, the Mendocino Eagles are in for the final game against the Solano Falcons. These teams have both won their games at home. Solano a couple weeks ago, that thrilling come-from-behind 5-3 victory over the Mendocino Eagles, and the Eagles took care of business Saturday at home with the shellacking of the Falcons 8-0 in that one. Also, opportunity to see one of the best baseball players in Northern California, the sensational center fielder for the Mendocino Eagles, Anthony Calton, one of the top hitters in the Bay Valley Conference. Now, we're ready for the starting lineups, and I'll throw it over to my broadcast partner, Zach Kraft.
Thank you, Greg. And now your starting lineup for the visiting Mendocino Eagles. Leading off in left field will be number 27, Brett Laughlin. Batting second at second base will be number 6, Kurt Laver. Batting third in center field will be number 4, Anthony Calton. Batting cleanup at catcher will be number 22, Luis Brousseau. Batting fifth and third base will be number 2, Mike Davis. Batting sixth at first base will be number 42, Antonio Lopez. Batting seventh in right field will be number 24, DJ Egger. Batting eighth at DH will be number 11, Tanner Manzel. And rounding out your lineup, batting ninth at shortstop will be number 5, Jack Amaro. Starting pitcher for the Eagles today will be number 10, Spencer Jones.
David Fernandez.
Starting lineup for your Solano Falcons, leading off shortstop number 2, David Fernandez. Batting second, center fielder number 17, Jordan Tolbert. In right field, batting third, number 6, Zach Wells. Batting cleanup at first base will be number 22, Alex Crosby. Batting fifth will be your DH, number 11, Nick Speeney. Batting sixth at third base will be number 1, Tucker Bishop. Batting seventh at second base will be number 7, JQ Justin Quillitan. Batting eighth in left field will be number 3, Edgar Ibarra. And batting ninth at catcher will be number 21, Aaron Brasher. And on the mound today for the Solano Falcons will be number 23, Nick Driscoll.
Now everyone please rise and remove your caps for our national anthem.
Well, we are set to go here at Billy and Louise Yarborough Stadium. Pretty exciting game. Bay Valley Conference on the line. Falcons tied for first at 8-3 with the College of Marin and Los Medanos. Mendocino right behind, one game back. All right, up at the plate, Brett Laughlin, the left fielder, takes the first pitch over by Nick Driscoll on the mound for the Falcons for a strike. Well, Zach, should be an exciting game. You remember back to the last time these teams played at Billy and Louise Yarborough Stadium. 5-3 comeback win for the Falcons. That pitch a little bit outside for a ball. Evens the count now at 1 ball, 1 strike.
One of the many late inning comeback wins the Falcons like here at home.
Boy, they have been exciting to watch this year. Next pitch, and this one's popped back out of play. And we hope you're enjoying all of our broadcasts here on the Solano College Sports Network. Also for those of you turning in and watching our tape delay on the Fairfield Community Access Channel, we hope you enjoy today's game. All right, Driscoll set. Peers in, has his sign, 1-2 pitch, takes a little bit off that one, fouled back again by Brett Laughlin, the left fielder. Leadoff hitter for the Eagles, hitting .232 on the season. He'll be followed by Kurt Laver, and then Anthony Calton, who we talked about at the start of the broadcast, one of the best baseball players in all of Northern California. Here's a 1-2 pitch by Driscoll. Fouled back again, so 3 balls fouled back by Laughlin. Pretty good battle here to start the game off, Zach. Driscoll against Laughlin.
Very good battle, and that's what you want out of your leadoff hitter. You want him to see a bunch of pitches, give the guys on deck a chance to see what the pitcher's bringing to the table.
Nick Driscoll, of course, coming off that big shutout victory last week over Contra Costa, and a swing and a miss, strike 3. Good pitch by Driscoll. Took a little bit off that one, and Laughlin way out in front. So 1 out, now coming up to the plate, second baseman Kurt Laver.
That strikeout something we can expect to see a lot this game. Driscoll, one of the better strikeout starters on the Falcons team, as well as Spencer Jones for Mendocino, their best strikeout pitcher.
Ooh, fastball by Driscoll, fouled back by Laver. Looked like Driscoll challenged him on that one. Aaron Brasher behind the plate, Tucker Bishop at third. David the Count Fernandez at short, JQ chilling at second, and Alex Crosby over at first. Here's the next pitch by Driscoll, low for a ball. In the outfield for the Falcons, you got Edgar Ibarra in left field, Jordan Tolbert in center, and the natural, Zach Wells, out in right field. Nick Driscoll on the mound, Kurt Laver at the plate. Here's the 1-1 pitch, and this is going to be a solid base hit. Just over the head of Fernandez. Tolbert comes in, gets it back into play, so a 1-out single by Kurt Laver here in the top of the first. Looked like Driscoll took a little bit off that one, and good job by Laver, just staying back, going with the pitch, and just laces it into left center. When Mendocino played last time here at Billy and Louise Yarborough Stadium, they scored a run in the first inning to get that game going. This one lifted by Carlton. Tolbert's going back, can't make a play. And so Laver's going to get home easily, and Carlton's going to be all the way to third. Boy, Zach, just like the last time we saw these two teams play, Anthony Carlton, damage against the Falcons. Big triple there by Carlton, the center fielder. So Mendocino up 1-0, just like they started the game last time at Billy and Louise Yarborough Stadium.
Boy, yeah, and last time it was Carlton driving in that run in the first inning, and he went 4 for 4 in that game. This really should have been a routine fly ball, just kind of misread there by our center fielder.
And this next pitch is great play by JQ. Long throw gets him at the bag. That was Louis Brousseau, the catcher. Sensational play by Justin Quilliton to get the second out. And back to that hit by Anthony Carlton. And a run comes home, so nice hit. Give an RBI to the catcher, and Mendocino up 2-0, and back to that fly ball by Carlton, as you were saying, wind blowing out towards center field, and Tolbert just kind of misjudged that. This one popped up into actually carries out to right field. Zach Wells settles under it. Mike Davis retired, so after the end of 1/2 inning of play, Mendocino jumps on top, up 2-0 over the Falcons. All right, so leading things off here in the bottom of the first with the Falcons down 2-0 already will be leadoff hitter David Fernandez. And boy, that was a pretty quick inning. We had that long at-bat with Brett Laughlin, and then everybody hitting that first pitch by Driscoll. Base hit, triple by Carlton, and a ground out gets 2 runs on the board. And Mendocino up 2-0. Spencer Jones now on the hill. 314 earned run average, 1-2 on the season. This will be his 6th start. He's pitched 43 innings, 26 Ks, 8 walks. First pitch to Fernandez, a little bit inside, I think.
Umpire needs to walk that one off.
Yeah, it looked like it might have caught him on the inside of the elbow and taken his time there. And I don't think that was foul. That was a ball just got away from the catcher and ticked the umpire. And behind home plate, Wayne Isidora. From now on, he's just going to be the home plate umpire, or we'll call it Wayne's World today. All right, David Fernandez in. Here's the 1-0 pitch. And that's a little bit inside for a ball. Count 2-0. So Spencer Jones on the hill for Mendocino. Next pitch, outside corner for a strike. Good pitch by Jones. Count now 2-1. This will be the first time that Jones has faced the Falcons this year. That catches the outside corner again. Nice pitch by Jones. So started off with 2 walks, comes back with 2 balls on the outside corner, even things up at 2-2. Here's the next pitch. That's a little bit low for a ball. Good eye by Fernandez. So the count now full, and boy, David Fernandez, one of the hottest hitters the last week, fouls that one back, hitting .473 in the last 4 games for the Falcons. Of course, had that big walk-off hit in that game last Thursday to get that victory over Laney at 5-4. Next pitch, and this one is lifted into center field. Calton's not going to get over to that one. Cuts it off, but Fernandez is going to keep going all the way into second base, and so Fernandez keeps that hot bat humming as he opens things up for the Falcons with the solid double.
It seems like even when he's not getting hits, he's putting up good at-bats. Remember in that game against Laney, he was seeing at least 7 or 8 pitches in every at-bat, just battling at the plate.
All right, so now Tolbert at the plate, squares around to bunt. That catches the outside corner, so Spencer Jones really working the outside corner to the right-handed batters thus far in this afternoon's game. Wind still blowing out towards right center. Probably will pick up as the game continues. Blue skies, though, pretty nice afternoon. And that is bunted, and it's going to be foul.
Ball bounced up, looked like it caught Tolbert on the cheek.
The home plate umpire just glad he didn't get nicked by that one. Dusts off the plate. Tolbert, excellent speed. Comes in hitting .264. Pretty solid campaign for the freshman out of Vacaville. All right, Spencer set, pitching out of the stretch. Checks Fernandez, looks over there, doesn't throw. Fernandez back easily. And now Spencer Jones will do it all again. All right, here's the 0-2 pitch. A little bit low for a ball. Good eye by Tolbert. Count now 1-2. Falcons down 2-0 already. Mendocino put 2 runs on the board in the top half of the first inning. Falcons trying to answer back with nobody out here in the bottom of the first. Fernandez on second, Tolbert at the plate. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss. That was outside, and Tolbert went fishing, comes up empty. And so that's the first out as Jones strikes out Tolbert, and now Zach Wells coming up to the plate, hitting .304.
Yeah, I didn't like the idea of Tolbert trying to bunt there with no outs, runner at second. I think there you just kind of swing away. He's in scoring position.
That's pretty typical, though, for a Scott Stover coach team. They're going to move the runs over and get guys into position, especially with Wells coming up. You like that runner at third. He lifts this one into right field, but that's going to go foul.
Hey, we need somebody on that. Oh, never mind. Got a guy.
Wind blowing directly out to center field.
Wells had a really hot start to the season, but since conference play started, he struggled a little bit.
Yeah, hitting just .225 since the start of conference play, but he's still going to get you at least a hit in just about every game, get on base.
Yeah.
That pitch, outside corner again. Boy, Jones working that outside corner. Zach Wells saw his on-base streak end Saturday up at Mendocino. Had been on base safely in every game this season.
Yeah, that's the thing. He might be hitting .225 in conference play, but he's still reaching base .354.
And that one is hit sharply but foul down the third baseline. Zach Wells, I believe, the leader in the conference with runs scored at 22. And just an outstanding right fielder. That's why we call him the natural. Does everything well. Here's the pitch. That one hit in front of the plate, foul. So a battle here between Jones and Wells. Wells in an 0-2 count. In case you're wondering, Wells has 10 strikeouts on the season to go with 7 walks. He's been hit by a pitch 6 times this season. Fernandez at second, 1 out, bottom of the first. Here's the pitch by Jones, a little bit high. Wells fouls that back. That was just above the letters. Wells, good cut, fouls that straight back. Didn't miss that one by much.
Nope. And Wells, like a lot of the Solano hitters, ranked pretty high in the triples category. Not a lot of home runs on this Solano team, but they will hit the ball far and they will run. They're first in the conference in triples.
Yeah, Wells with 5 triples to go with his 5 doubles. And that's one thing Wells has really improved in from last year to this year, hitting a little more for power, getting those extra base hits. He'd like to come up with one right now, and if he does, he could get the Falcons on the board. Here's a pitch by Jones, and he lifts this one into shallow right. Egger coming in. Wind carries it back to him in a pretty routine play. Thought that might have a chance to drop, but the wind just carried that out to right field. That'll be the second out in the inning. And now up to the plate, Alex the Hitman Crosby coming up, hitting .358 on the season to go with his 14 runs batted in. Falcons sure don't want to waste Fernandez at second with that leadoff double to get things started here in the bottom of the first. But Jones has retired the next 2 batters, struck out Tolbert, got Wells to fly out to right. But now he's got to retire Crosby, one of the top hitters in Northern California.
And definitely Solano's hottest hitter this season.
Yeah, he's been consistent all season. And that one, a little dribbler. Jones is going to grab it. He's going to tag Crosby, and that's going to do it. So Falcons waste a leadoff double at the end of 1 inning of play. The Eagles up over the Falcons 2-0. All right, leading things off for the Eagles here in the top of the second. The first baseman, Antonio Lopez, comes up to the plate. Lopez hitting .286 on the season, and ready to face Driscoll. First pitch over. Fastball. Right at the belt for a strike. Driscoll started the last inning off with a strikeout of Laughlin, but then a base hit, a triple, and a grounder. Got 2 runs on the board for Mendocino. Next pitch, swing and a miss by Lopez. Driscoll looks like he's just going after Lopez. 2 pitches, 2 strikes. Count 0-2. Lopez set. Here's the pitch by Driscoll. Just missed. A little bit outside. Pretty good 0-2 pitch by Driscoll trying to get Lopez fishing. Lopez says nothing doing. Good eye. Driscoll set. And here's the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss by Lopez. So just like Driscoll started off in the first inning, strikes out the first hitter he faces. Now coming up to the plate, DJ Egger, and he'll be followed by Tanner Mansell, the designated hitter. Egger, left-handed hitter, hitting .208 on the season. Also camps out in right field for the Eagles. Pitch by Driscoll, low for a ball. Kind of hear the wind picking up just a bit, now blowing still out to right center, and it'll shift back to center field. Here's the pitch by Driscoll, high and outside. So the count now 2-0 to DJ Edgar. Mendocino, pretty solid season, 13-10. This one has popped up. Fernandez, the count is under it and makes the catch. So that'll be the second out on the pop-up to Fernandez. And now we'll take a look at designated hitter Tanner Mansell, hitting .273 on the season.
Only 7 at-bats, though, since conference play started.
Yeah, and he's been in the lineup a little more recently, so finally getting a chance to play, and this one is hit into left field. That's going to be trouble. No one's going to get there. Ibarra comes in from left field, and boy, Manso keeps going. So little Texas leaguer bounces behind the third baseman and shortstop and in front of the left fielder, and good hustle by Mansell running all the way. And so a 2-out double, and now shortstop Jack Amaro steps in.
That's that first pitch swinging again. And if you're Driscoll, you got to catch on to that, start throwing, your curveball or changeup there first pitch, get them off balance.
Go, Jack. Go, Farmer.
Yeah, and Driscoll went right after Lopez with those 2 fastballs right down the plate. And here's the first pitch, a little bit high to the number 9 hitter, Jack Amaro, hitting just .216 on the season. Plays shortstop for the Eagles.
And he was 1 for 4 with an RBI on Saturday against Solano.
Amaro, just a freshman, played his high school ball at Chico. Swing and a miss there. So the count now even at 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs here. Top half of the second. Mendocino Eagles jumped on Driscoll in the top of the first for 2 runs. And that's where we're at right now, 2-0 Mendocino. Next pitch by Driscoll, a little bit inside. Good eye by Amaro.
Keep working, Jack. Keep working.
So Mendocino, as I said, 13-10 overall, 7-4 in conference play. Just a game back of the Falcons, Marin, and Los Medanos, who all are at 8-3. That one just got away from Driscoll. Looked like he might have been throwing a breaking pitch there, and high and inside. So now the count at 3-1. So Driscoll retired the first 2 batters quickly, but now in a little bit of a jam with the runner in scoring position and 2 outs. That one in the dirt. Good job by Brasher to keep that one from going to the backstop. And so Amaro will take his base. Mansell stays put at second. And now Brett Laughlin comes up.
Left fielder, Brett Laughlin.
And Laughlin had that big battle against Driscoll to start the game.
Eventually struck out, but
Fouled off about 5 pitches before doing so. And Driscoll out of the stretch. Checks the runner at second. This one high. Driscoll looks like he's struggling with his control just a little bit, and I think that's why Brasher's going to go out and have a little chat with the sophomore out of San Marin High School. And Nick Driscoll has really settled in nicely as the number 3 starter for the Falcons. And boy, they've had that set rotation with Anthony Pizzola, Ryan Anderson, and Nick Driscoll. 3 solid sophomore pitchers.
One of the few teams that haven't really had to mess with their rotation. They haven't had to have anyone spot start. They are, as you said, they're locked in with these 3 guys.
And that pitch by Driscoll, I might have a play on this one. Going to sail over our broadcast booth, back out of play.
Driscoll 2-0 in conference play.
Yeah, just had that solid victory last week against Contra Costa, shut him out.
Yeah, went 8 innings, only gave up 2 hits, 6 strikeouts, no walks. Really a great outing there by Driscoll.
Yeah, I was trying to remember if you had that complete game or not. Couldn't remember. Thanks for that, Zach. That one inside. So the count now 2-1 with 2 outs here. Mendocino trying to add to their lead, and they've seen how the Falcons come back. They need to take advantage of every opportunity that they have to score runs. Next pitch, and that one is drilled into left field. Ibarra comes up, and he's going to throw in. Bishop's going to cut it off, and the run's going to score. So Tanner Mansell comes all the way home from second. Jack Amaro, he'll stop at second base. And base hit RBI by Brett Laughlin. Mendocino now up 3-0. And that was just a solid single into left field. Hit it pretty sharply, too. Ball kind of died in that grass. Thought Ibarra might have a play at the plate. That pitch high. Kurt Laver now up at the plate. Still 2 outs. This has been a 2-out rally for the Eagles.
And Laver singled last inning to start off that little rally they had to start the game.
So Amaro at second, Laughlin at first. That pitch catches the outside corner. So that'll even the count at 1 ball, 1 strike.
And if you're Driscoll, you really want to get Laver here. You do not want to face Colton with the bases loaded.
Driscoll set. And the pitch. Breaking ball misses low. And you're absolutely right, and that's probably what Driscoll's thinking about right now. Really wants to retire Laver, get out of this inning. You want Colton leading off innings. All right. Big pitch here by Driscoll. Count 2-1. And the pitch, little bit high. Good eye by Laver. So now Driscoll really in a jam. Count 3-1. He kind of takes his hat off, wipes his brow.
You don't want to lose him to a walk here.
Big pitch right here. Let's see if he challenges Laver. Opportunity for Laver here. Here's the pitch. And that's over for a strike. Brasher bobbles it, keeps it in front. No chance for any of the runners to advance. And so now the count 3-2 with 2 outs. Probably going to see the runners moving on the next pitch. All right, so big moment in the game right here, just in the second, but opportunity for Mendocino to really crack this one open. Here's the 3-2 pitch by Driscoll, fouled back out of play. Driscoll went after him with the fastball. Laver didn't miss by much. Fouls that one straight back, just a little bit under it. So Driscoll back on the mound. He'll do it again. Runners on first and second. Count is full. Here's the pitch by Driscoll. And fouled back again. So nice battle here between Driscoll and Laver. And you remember back to that 5-3 win by the Falcons. It was Laver's 2 errors that proved costly in that game. Chance to make up for that and break this game open. Driscoll trying to prevent that. Checks Amaro. There go the runners. And this one fouled back again. Just over our broadcast booth. Just behind the Mendocino dugout over on the first base side of play. See some action already in the Solano bullpen. All right. Driscoll ready. Checks Amaro. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Runners are going, and this one is hit back to the pitcher. Driscoll's got it. He'll flip to Crosby, and that will do it. Big out for the Falcons, especially with Colton looming on deck. So, at the end of 1.5 innings of play, Mendocino now up over the Falcons 3-0. All right. We're set to go here. Bottom of the second inning. Falcons down to the Eagles 3-0. And up to the plate, the designated hitter, Nick Speeney. And Nick Speeney, of course, had that big triple in that comeback victory over Mendocino the last time these two teams played here at Billy and Louise Yarborough Stadium. That first pitch by Jones, a little bit high. And, of course, the Eagles answered back with an 8-0 win over the Falcons on Saturday at Mendocino. Next pitch a little bit low for a ball. So Spencer Jones on the hill for Mendocino. So really have the 2 number 3 starters for both teams going at it today. Next pitch. And that's low for a ball, I believe.
Although don't tell them they're number 3 starters. Driscoll came into the game with the lowest ERA in the rotation.
That pitch catches the inside corner for a strike. Speeney hoping he was going to get awarded first base, but just catches that inside corner. Speeney, left-handed batter. And here's the 3-1 pitch. This one ripped, but foul down the third base side of play. Connor Chick, probably the ace of the staff from Mendocino. That's what the Falcons think after only scratching 3 hits against him on Saturday. That one fouled back as well. And then we had a chance to see Austin Luano when these two teams hooked up last time, and he pitched well enough to win that game. This one is lifted into right field. Edgar going back, and this is off the wall. Speeney's going to keep going into second. Carlton retrieves it quickly, gets it back in. So another leadoff double for the Falcons, just like it all started in the bottom of the first with David Fernandez's leadoff double. But boy, Speeney just ripped that one and up in the wind, blowing out to right field. Thought that might have a chance to carry out, but hit right off the probably 3-4 feet up the wall in right field. And Tucker Bishop stands in. Chance to get the Falcons on the board here. Here's a pitch by Jones. He bunts it in the air. Here comes Davis, and he's able to make the catch. So Tucker Bishop trying to lay down the bunt, pops it up, and Mike Davis, nice play coming in from third base. Big out.
Now batting, second baseman, number 7, Justin Quillitan.
So not what you want from the baby bull from Benicia. They basically just give Mendocino an out without advancing the runner. So JQ, Justin Quillitan, steps in with 1 out here. Bottom of the second inning. Falcons trailing 3-0. Spencer Jones on the hill. Here's the first pitch to JQ and fouls this one, I think, right off Louis Broussard's face mask. Or Louis Brousseau. Got to remember the silent D.
He needs to walk that off.
Yeah, I think I caught him kind of right in the face mask, right where the chin is. So that'll rattle your cage. And it looks like he's got a split lip there.
Water.
They're going to get him a little water in the dugout, rinse his mouth out, and got the trainer from Solano coming over.
Yeah, they don't want him choking on blood while he's catching.
And so JQ, big swing, and fouled that back right off the face mask of Louis Broussard.
Got that cleaned up pretty quickly.
So he's going to go out, have a quick chat with Spencer Jones, make sure they're on the same page. And boy, another opportunity for the Falcons to get a run on the board. They're getting the leadoff runners on.
They just need to work on their bunting. I mean,
We got Tolbert, the
first
freshman.
inning, took two strikes with 2 failed bunt attempts, and then struck out. It's hard to start a plate battle 0-2, and then Tucker Bishop popping up with the bunt. Maybe practice that a little bit more, especially with Stover, again, liking to play small ball like that.
Yeah, everybody's got a bunt on this team. All right, so we're set. Brousseau behind the plate, ready to go, and here's the pitch, swing and a miss by JQ again. So Jones going after Quillitan, and Quillitan 2 big swings, but comes up empty both times.
JQ's leading the team in strikeouts.
But he's also had some big hits for the Falcons this year as well.
Leads the team in strikeouts, but also hitting .324. That's a decent trade-off.
Here's the next pitch, low. Good 0-2 pitch by Jones, trying to see if he could get Quillitan fishing, but Quillitan, no way. Good eye, count now 1-2. And Nick Speeney at second base for the Falcons. Amaro kind of behind him. Speeney, big lead and a swing and a miss. Boy, Jones fooled him on that one. Looked like a changeup, and JQ way out in front. Big strikeout by Jones. So just like he did in the first after giving up a leadoff double, retires the next 2 batters. And with 2 outs now, up comes Edgar Ibarra, the freshman out of Rodriguez.
Yeah, very good changeup by Jones. He's got nice sinking action there on his changeup. Usually in the low 70-mile-per-hour range.
And throwing that fastball about 77, 78. So tough pitch by JQ. All right, here's the first pitch to Ibarra. A little bit outside for a ball. Jones thought he had that one. Thought it was on the outside corner to the left hand hitting Edgar Ibarra. So big chance for the freshman here. 2 outs. Here's the pitch. A little bit low for a ball. So the count 2-0. Those are both pretty good pitches by Jones. Good eye by Ibarra. Laying off both those, just trying to work the count in his favor. Keep this inning alive. Jones checks Spini. Here's the pitch. High for high. Thought that was going to be a little bit high, but Jones gets the call for a strike. Of the 3 pitches he's thrown, that one looked most like a ball of all 3.
Looked high to me, but again, Ibarra's not the tallest person in the world either.
Here's the 2-1 pitch, and he rips this one over the bag into center field. Here comes Spini. The throw by Carlton. It's cut off, and they've got Ibarra in a rundown. Ibarra trying to get back to first. No one covering, and he is out. I think he initially was safe, but then he bounced off the bag, and then the Eagle was able to get the tag down. I think that was Lopez getting back over to initially cover at first for the out, but the Falcons do get a runner home, and at the end of 2 innings of play, the score now 3-1 Mendocino over the Falcons. So as we get things started off here in the top of the 3rd, this is exactly when you want to face Anthony Calton, coming up to lead off an inning with nobody on base.
I mean, realistically, you never want to face Anthony Calton.
Boy, it seems like every time he's been up against the Falcons, he's done damage, both in that 5-3 loss and in today's game. Drag bunt, excellent play by Calton as Tucker Bishop playing back too deep, and you see Bishop just kind of throw his hands up. Nothing I can do there. Certainly wasn't expecting the bunt from a guy hitting 426, but Calton shows his intelligence there, lays down the bunt and gets on base.
Yeah, you don't expect a guy who's 2nd in the conference in slugging percentage to be bunting the ball leading off.
And Calton, out of one of the big-time high school baseball programs in the state of Nevada, McQueen. Last year, they were ranked number 4 in the state and went deep in the high school playoffs in baseball in the state of Nevada. Big reason why Calton was playing for him. The next pitch, and this one is hit, and it went off Driscoll and then finds its way into right field. Wells comes up, and so that's going to be a base hit off of Driscoll. Driscoll might be banged up. I think that caught him. Couldn't tell if it was his left or right shoulder.
Looked like his left shoulder.
Hit his left shoulder and then just ricocheted. Looked like that ball might have been hit slow enough for Fernandez to be able to make a play, maybe get the double play. Calton runs pretty well, though, but that's just going to be a base hit. Now you got runners on the corners with nobody out. As Stover goes to take a look at Driscoll, that's going to be it for Driscoll. So, unfortunate play. Driscoll on the mound gets a ball hit. Might have been an opportunity for a double play. Instead, knocks out Nick Driscoll. Mike Duman's going to come in and take over for him, and he's going to next face Mike Davis. So Anthony Calton, he'll be at 3rd base now. Louis Brosseau, give him a base hit. And Mike Davis will be coming up to the plate, hitting 362, and he'll be facing Mike Duman. And boy, Mike Duman's been a guy that's really pitched well for the Falcons lately, Zach. He's been in all kinds of situations. He's got an earned run average of just 1.08. He's 1-0 on the season. This will be his 10th appearance. He's pitched 8.1 innings. He's given up 5 runs, but only 1 earned run on the season. Has 8 strikeouts to go with his 2 walks. Opposing batters hitting just .212 against Mike Duman.
And lately he's been even better. He hasn't given up a run since conference play started. 5 2/3 innings, striking out batters at about over 12 strikeouts a game.
And I I think a big reason why, and this is something that pitching coach Dustin Crenshaw has really worked on with Mike Duman, really working with him on his location. Duman has good velocity, but initially, early in the season, wasn't working both sides of the plate as well as Dustin Crenshaw wanted him to, and so that's one thing that he's worked on with Duman. Duman now doing a much better job working both sides of the plate, trying to hit the corners instead of just challenging batters coming at him with a fastball right down the plate. Well, big moment for Duman. How do you like this mess? Comes in, nobody out, already down 3-1, runners on the corners, and you're facing Mike Davis, who's only hitting .362. First pitch by Duman, and this is a dribbler. It's hit, gets through. I thought maybe JQ was going to get over there and have a chance to get two, but that ball had eyes, makes it its way to center field, and Anthony Colton able to come home for the Eagles, who are now up 4-1 over the Falcons.
Really, I thought Duman was going to make the play too, but that ball kind of took a weird hop away from him.
Boy, and you look at the last two hits by Mendocino, both of those really close to being possible double play balls, but both of those getting through to the outfield, and the Eagles have a run to show. So Duman set now, and Lopez up at bat, squares around a bunt, pulls it back. That'll go as a strike.
Lopez struck out in his first at bat, and Duman could sure use one here.
Lopez already round a bunt, and Duman fakes a throw over to second. Brousseau gets back easily. Wind now kind of blowing out towards right field a little bit more. Here's the next pitch by Duman, takes a little off that one. That's going to be outside for a ball. That'll even the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. Nobody out here in the top of the third. 3 hits in a row. Duman looks the runner back. All started with that beautiful drag bunt by Calton, followed by a single off the pitcher, Nick Driscoll, by Brousseau, and then a little base hit up the middle by Mike Davis. All right, here's the next pitch, and it's a bunt. Crosby's got it. He's going to throw over to JQ. Gets out of the way. A 42 rumbling down the base paths there. JQ caught the ball, looked up, saw 42 was almost on him. And Lopez, pretty big boy at 5'11", 215, and JQ gets off the bag. And so the runners both advance. Now you got runners at second and third with just 1 out here. And so that's going to be a sacrifice bunt for Lopez. And now DJ Egger set to face Duman. First pitch in the dirt. Brasher, good job blocking the plate there. Keeps the ball in front of him with runners on second and third. And so Louis Brousseau standing at third. Mike Davis at second. DJ Egger fouls this one at the plate.
Pitching for that strikeout, but Egger's not someone who strikes out a ton. Makes pretty good contact at the plate.
Yeah, Edgar hitting just 208, but as you said, Zach, he's going to get the bat on the ball, most likely.
An infield playing back a little bit, getting the bat on the ball is going to score a run here.
And that's a little, I'm not sure if that's a pop-up. Fernandez, nice throw, gets the runner. So that'll be the second out, but Brousseau able to scamper home. That's another run on the board. And so now the Eagles up 5-1 over the Falcons. So now up at the plate, Tanner Mansell, the designated hitter, had that big double. Started that 2-out rally in the second. That pitch a ball, count 1-0. You got Mike Davis now on third. He'd like to get home too. Boy, Boy, and that was just an outstanding play. That ball outside for a ball by David Fernandez to get that second out on DJ Edgar.
Yeah, really a tough, soft chopper there.
His defense has really improved at the start of conference play. And next pitch fouled back. In fact, had a chance to visit with David Fernandez yesterday on our 3rd episode of Solano Baseball Weekly. And what a nice kid. Nice opportunity to sit down with Fernandez, tell us a little bit about his background and his days at Armio. Said he learned a lot from Ethan Gibbons, former Falcon who played at Armio. That pitch over for a strike. Count now 2-2. So Falcons need one more out to get out of the 3rd. Mendocino, they've put a run on the board in each inning. Next pitch, and that's fouled back. That looked like a ball, and then Mansell went out and tried to
hold up on it. Yeah.
Went fishing on that one. And so the count 2-2. 2 outs here. Top of the 3rd. Mendocino up over the Falcons, 5-1. Dooman set. Here's the pitch. At the knees for a strike. Ring him up. Strike 3 called. So Dooman comes in, does a pretty good job. Both of those runs that scored, they'll be on Driscoll. So Dooman comes in. Eagles get the 2 runs at the end of 2.5 innings of play. Mendocino up over the Falcons, 5-1. All right, well, the Falcons have some work to do, down 5-1 to Mendocino, and we're just in the bottom of the 3rd inning. And Nick Driscoll can't get out of the 3rd. A lot of that due to that shot he took off the shoulder, but he gives up 5 earned runs in just 2 innings of work. Aaron Brasher at the plate, and that pitch over by Jones catches that outside corner. And boy, he's just been working the corner today.
Yeah, he's had great location on his fastball.
Next pitch, too far outside for a ball. Count now 1-1.
He's been up, down, in, out, and he's got that great changeup that's gotten his couple strikeouts today.
Here's the next pitch to Brasher. Takes a little off that one. Nice pitch.
And that's that changeup we were just talking about.
So the count 1-2. So Jones has got that fastball going. Got the changeup going. He's got a curve, too. Not too much break on it, though. Here's the next pitch, and Brasher hits that one, but right to the first baseman. Lopez waves off Jones, takes a couple steps over. That'll be the first out of the inning. First time that Mendocino has got the leadoff batter out.
Now batting shortstop, number 2.
So now coming up to the plate, the leadoff hitter, David Fernandez. Boy, he had a nice play defensively back in the top half of the inning and had that leadoff double, but was stranded at second in the 1st. First pitch just a little bit low. Looked like Jones starting off Fernandez with a changeup that time. Fernandez ready. Here's the pitch by Jones. And he lays down a drag bunt. He goes, hey, Calton, I can do that too. And not gonna get there. Nice play by Mike Davis. Davis not back quite as far as Bishop was, and of course with Bishop, he's worried about Anthony Calton, who can really rip the ball. And so playing in a little bit, Fernandez, pretty nice bunt, but better play by the 3rd baseman, Davis.
Yeah, still a good play because Fernandez does run well.
First pitch a little bit outside to Jordan Tolbert, who struck out after failing to move Fernandez over in the 1st. Next pitch by Jones, and this one is going to be lifted, but foul. Over out of play, right side field. Right field side of play. That sounds a little better, doesn't it?
Yeah.
All right, Jones ready. This one fouled back out of play. Jones gets a sign. Tolbert at the plate. Here's the pitch. Boy, took a little off that one. Bounce in front of the plate, and home plate umpire appeals to Jeff Dunbar out in the field. Dunbar says no. Tolbert did not go around. Good call.
Yeah. Definitely didn't go around there.
Well, we're sitting right on top of.
We have the best viewpoint of it.
And so that one hit right back to the pitcher. Nice play. Grabs that one, flips to Lopez at first base. 3 up, 3 down. At the end of 3 innings of play, Mendocino up over the Falcons 5-1. All right, we're all set, and defensive change for the Falcons. Chad Fortney coming in at first, and Crosby will move over to third base, replacing Tucker Bishop. Mike Duman on the mound, and first pitch over for a strike, and Jack Amaro at the plate. So Jack Amaro leading things off. He's the number 9 hitter. Had a walk his last time up against Driscoll and hits this one right to JQ at second. Flips over to Fortney, and that'll be the first out here in the top of the 4th. Eagles over the Falcons 5-1. So 4-3 put out there on the number 9 batter, Jack Amaro. Now we go back to the top of the lineup, and Brett Laughlin steps in. Struck out in the first, had a base hit for an RBI in the second. Facing Duman for the first time. Duman, fastball outside corner, but not enough to get called as a strike. Ball 1. Laughlin hitting .232 on the season. And this pitch is hit. It takes a bad bounce. Fernandez, nice dive, but no chance to make the throw. So the count, sensational play there to keep it from getting into the outfield, but just not enough time to come up and beat the speedy Laughlin, who really was hustling down the first base path. So another infield hit. I think that's the 4th one for Mendocino.
Well, Fernandez needed every bit of range he had there. And after that, there's no way to get a fast runner.
Boy, it really showed his range there. That ball practically over the bag at second. And good decision there not to come up throwing. Good decision by the freshman. That's what you like to see from your freshman infielder. So Duman runner at first. Batter faked a bunt, pulls it back. That's Kurt Laver. Had a base hit in the first, scored a run, and then made the 3rd out back in the second. Grounded back to the pitcher, Nick Driscoll. So Laver 1 for 1, facing Duman for the first time. Here's the pitch, a little bit outside for a ball. Brasher kind of faked to throw back to first, but Laughlin back. No need for the throw. So 1 out here. Top of the 4th inning. Mike Duman. And the pitch takes a little off that one, but outside. Had a chance to also visit with Mike Duman yesterday on our Solano Sports Network, Solano Baseball Weekly. Good kid out of Kelseyville, and boy, he has really fought through some injuries to finally get back on the mound for the Falcons. Throw over, Fortney there, and runner back in time.
Good job by Fortney picking that out of the dirt.
Mike Duman, just an outstanding all-around athlete from Kelseyville up by Clear Lake. And here's the next pitch. Runner fakes going, but gets back. That ball outside. Actually, that caught the outside corner for a strike. So Duman gets the call, evens the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes with 1 out. Runner on first for the Eagles. Mendocino scored in every inning. That one in the dirt for a ball. Duman trying to prevent that. Needs 2 more outs though.
Like to get a double play and not face Colton.
Yeah, boy, that's the key, isn't it? You want him to keep leading off. You'd rather have that drag bunt than a triple.
Yeah.
There goes the runner. Here's the pitch, and that's going to be ball 4. So just what you don't want. Runner in scoring position, and Anthony Calton coming up to the plate. Calton had 23 runs batted in, second in the conference, and added another one, give him 24 after that triple in the first.
Triple, single, I think he's going to swing for the fences, try and get a double or a home run. Work his way towards the cycle today.
Here's a pitch by Duman. A little bit high for a ball. Now you see a few guys heading down to the bullpen. Looks like Kyle Stafford heading down there. I thought there was another pitcher, but that's Dustin Crenshaw. Boy, it'd be nice to bring him in. He could probably get you out of this mess. Here's the next pitch. It's hit to JQ, and he bobbles it off his chest, and the runner's going to keep coming, and JQ a little late on the throw, and he's safe at the plate. So it looked like the Falcons were going to get the second out, keep a run from scoring. Ball was hit to the right side, so probably going to advance the runners anyway. But on the air by JQ, Laughlin, good base running, doesn't stop at third, able to get home. Laver now standing at second, and Anthony Calton on first. Boy, you got to take advantage of getting that guy out, right?
Yeah.
That ball was hit sharply, but JQ's going to tell you he's going to make that play just about every time. All right, first pitch by Duman to Brosseau. A little bit outside for a ball, count 1-0.
It's just not fair. Even when he hits a ground ball, he gets an infield hit.
All right, this one hit right to Fernandez, flips to JQ, long throw to Fortney, and that double play will retire the side, but not before. Mendocino adds another run on the board at the end of 3.5 innings of play. Mendocino now up 6-1 over the Falcons.
Now batting, right fielder, number 6.
All right, so Falcons now down 6-1 to the visiting Mendocino Eagles. Eagles trying to win the season series. This will be the last time these teams face each other. They've each won one at home. And Zach Wells at the plate. First pitch by Jones. You guessed it, outside corner for a strike. Zach Wells flied out to right field. Back in the first. Jones set. And looks like I don't know if that was a changeup or a breaking ball, whatever it was. It's over for a strike. Wells now in a hole, 0-2.
Looked like his changeup. Really does have a lot of sinking action on it, though.
Next pitch, and this one's lifted into right. Edgar goes over. Sensational play by the right fielder. Both times Wells has hit the ball to right field. Both times I thought they were going to drop. The other one, the first one, carried pretty easily to Edgar, but Edgar that time coming in and making a nice diving catch. And you look at Edgar, too, 6 foot. He's listed at 200 pounds. I think a little bit bigger, but pretty athletic, getting that big body moving, getting over and making a nice catch.
Gets a good jump on the ball.
Crosby set. First pitch by Jones, outside for a ball. And I believe it was Edgar who was in right field when Speeney hit that triple back in the first game. Crosby hits this one in the gap. Calton over to cut it off. He was playing Crosby deep. Thought that might have a chance to get to the gap, but Calton right in the perfect position. Holds Crosby to a long 1-out single.
Now batting, the DH, number 11.
Doesn't really surprise me Calton's playing him perfectly on defense. Just seems like the guy who's kind of naturally, knows where to position himself.
And he's just a freshman. We're going to see this kid next year. And that's one of the more enjoyable aspects about doing our broadcast. Not only do we get to see the Solano Falcons and cover them, but we get to see a lot of good ball players in the Bay Valley Conference. So Speeney at the plate. That pitch outside for a ball. Speeney had that big double, scored the only run for the Falcons back in the second. Next pitch outside for a ball. And I believe in that at-bat, Jones got behind to Speeney, came at him with the fastball, and Speeney drilled it out into right field. Jones set. That one inside for a ball. So 3 pitches, 3 balls to the designated hitter, Nick Speeney. Speeney, of course, played his high school ball at Armio. Next pitch, right down the pipe for a strike. So the count now 3-1. 1 out here. Crosby on first. After the base hit, Wells started things off, and really sensational play by Edgar and right to prevent him from scoring. That one is laced into left, but Laughlin right there makes the catch. Crosby scampers back to first. So Wells to lead off, hit the ball pretty hard. Exceptional play by Edgar. And now Nick Spini drills one to left field, but Laughlin gets over easily and catches the line drive for the second out here in the bottom of the fourth.
So a couple nicely hit balls, just not hitting into any luck.
And boy, you look at Mendocino, they've had all the luck thus far with 4 infield hits. Fortney up for the first time, hits that one just under a diving laver, out into right field. It gets by Edgar. And so Crosby digging, he's going to score easily. Fortney, he's coming around third, and he's coming home. The throw misses a cutoff man, so no chance for a play at the plate. And so Chad Fortney, Zach, how many times have we seen this kid do it? Comes in, gets a base hit that just gets under the glove of a diving Laver. I thought Laver might have a chance to make the play. Couldn't come up with it. And Edgar, who made that great play to start off the inning on the fly ball to Wells, that ball gets by him, results in 2-run scoring for the Falcons. And so now the Falcons cut the lead to 6-3, only down by 3, and a meeting on the mound for the Eagles.
I guess that's why Edgar's in right field, has trouble with ground balls.
Well, he made such a nice diving catch on the fly ball by Wells, and that one really not too difficult, not hit that hard. Of course, you know what he's doing. He's looking to see if he's got a chance to make a play at the plate. Ball gets by him all the way to the fence. Falcons get 2 runs on the board.
Yeah, you got to get the ball in your glove first before you can make any throw, and that's what you usually see with infielders looking at base runners. You don't see it that often with outfielders.
So that's probably going to be just a base hit for Fortney, and then a 3-base error.
E9, yeah.
All right, JQ up, and he hits this one into shallow right field. Edgar comes up, and just like the inning started, excellent play. If he just gets that one ball that got by him, Falcons wouldn't have any runs on the board. But now they have 2 more runs across at the end of 4 innings of play. The score now 6-3. All right, getting things started here in the top of the 5th with the Falcons down to the visiting Eagles 6-3 will be Mike Davis, the third baseman. Davis had a base hit for a run batted in the last inning, and in the third inning, and he'll get things started for the Eagles here in the top of the 5th.
Good. 1-2.
All right, first pitch by Duman, a little bit outside for a ball. Mendocino has scored in every inning thus far. Scored 2 in the first, 1 in the second, 2 in the third, 1 in the fourth. Next pitch, and this is hit just fouled down the third baseline.
Keep going.
Actually, is that going to... Yeah, that's foul.
That's foul. Just to the left of the bag there.
I was a little hesitant because Davis had his head down and he was going for 2. I thought I saw the ump put his hands up, foul ball. Pretty close, but at least from our vantage point, I think that was a good couple inches in fair territory.
Next week we'll have instant replay, and we'll be able to let you know a little more, where that ball was.
That's going to be sweet, isn't it? Of course, our next broadcast here on the Solano College Sports Network will be next Tuesday against Los Madonas. We're going from 1 camera to 4. Here's a pitch by Duman. This one fouled straight back. Going gangsta here at Solano College Sports Network. From 1 camera to 4, all on our little $3,000 budget. Imagine what we could do if the college would give us some big money. That's another foul ball. Hit over to Crosby at third. Way out of play.
Well, if you're Crosby, you're thinking if this ball's put in play, it's coming to you.
So Duman came on in relief of Driscoll in the third. Gave up a run in the fourth. And that was on the air, though, by JQ, so unearned run. That one fouled back. Count now remains at 1-2. Nobody out here, top of the 5th. Next pitch, and that gets by Brasher. That was going to be strike 3. Thrower by Brasher. Fortney can't block it. It was in the dirt. But Zach Wells over there to back it up. So Duman had the K. Ball gets away from Brasher. And so Davis, with the strikeout, is going to be on first. And I'm not sure if that's going to be a wild pitch or a pass ball E2. Doesn't really matter unless you're keeping score. What does matter, Mendocino has the leadoff runner aboard.
I think pass ball E2. And that really a poor throw by Brasher. Threw it to the wrong side of the plate. Fortney kind of had to dodge the runner and dive for the ball. And
there goes the runner. This one bunted foul. Yeah, Brasher knew he had to make a quick throw to have a chance to retire Davis, who runs well. A little too much mustard on that one. Threw it to the wrong side, as you said, in the dirt. Good job by Wells getting in a hurry from right field to back that up.
Keeping him at first base, yeah.
That's just another thing about Zach Wells. Does all the little things well. That's why he's such a complete ball player. All right, Duman set. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That's in the dirt. Brasher, good job keeping it in front. Lopez looked like he was trying to go for the bunt. Comes up empty. Count 1-1 now.
Davis, speedy guy over at first base. Got 3 steals in conference play.
Well, we saw his speed and agility at third when he ran in on that bunt. Excellent play on Fernandez. Decent lead, too, by Davis. Here's the pitch by Duman. Runner goes. This one is fouled out of play. So the count 0-2. Antonio Lopez hitting .286 coming into the game. Struck out in the second. And had a sacrifice bunt in the third. DJ Edgar on deck. All right, well, we'll see if Davis goes again.
Got a good jump last time.
No throw, fakes. A little bit outside. Brasher fakes the throw. Runner back at first. And so Crosby now at third for the Falcons. Chad Fortney came in and replaced Tucker Bishop last inning. And Fortney, that big base hit that got all the way to the ball. Throw over. Davis back just in time. Davis dancing off the bag at first. Duman checks the runner. Here's the pitch. That one in the dirt, but swing and a miss. So Lopez couldn't lay off the ball in the dirt. Comes up empty. That'll be the first out. Actually should be the second out. Duman's going, I have 2 strikeouts in this inning, but only 1 out to show for it. Ball got away from Brasher on the strike 3 to Davis. Davis able to beat the throw, and that's why he's at first base now with 1 out. So DJ Egger at the plate with a chance to atone for his miscue in the last inning. Here's a pitch by Duman, low and inside for a ball. Edgar misfielded the base hit by Fortney, went all the way to the wall, allowed 2 runs to score, both Crosby and Fortney, all the way around. Make the score 6-3. There goes the runner, swing and a miss. I think it was fouled. So that's a break by the Falcons. Davis, huge jump there. Probably would have had that beat easily. Brasher, big cannon, but better jump by Davis. But all for naught on the foul. And so the count now 1-1. Brasher having a little chat with home plate umpire Wayne Isidro. And now we're ready. Egger, left-handed hitter. Fouls that one off. Looked like Duman. Changeup. Edgar way out in front.
Egger's 0 for 1 for today with the RBI ground out in the top of the third.
Hitting 208 on the season, but big opportunity for the right fielder for the Eagles. Duman set. Here's the pitch. Another foul ball. Pretty good battle here between Duman and Edgar. It's a pretty good battle between Duman and Lopez. Duman eventually won out, getting Lopez to swing and miss. So Edgar battling at the plate. Count 1-2. 1 out, runner on first for Mendocino. Duman set, runner goes. Here's the pitch. Throw down, not in time. Pretty good throw by Brasher. Fernandez there to apply the tag, but Davis able to just slide head first and beat the tag. So that's a stolen base for Mike Davis. He's got 7 now on the season.
No doubt he was going to go eventually there, and he picked the right time.
So now runner in scoring position. Here's a pitch by Duman, that ball high. That last pitch too on the throw down by Brasher was a ball as well. So now the count is full at 3-2. So Egger's gone from being down 1-2 in the count to a full count. Davis standing at second. Here's a pitch by Duman. That's going to be low for a ball. Good at bat by DJ Edgar. And so 1 out, runners on first and second. Tanner Mansell, the designated hitter, steps in, hitting .273 coming into today's contest.
And with that, we get a little action in the bullpen. Pitcher's been stretching out over there, but now they're going to start throwing.
Trying to see who's down there. I think Kyle Stafford might be one of the guys warming up.
Duman's at 45 pitches now.
And that one just outside for a ball. Count 1-0 to Tanner Mansell. Had that big double in the second inning. Eventually came around to score on the base hit by Brett Laughlin. Made the score 3-0 at that time. Eagles up now 6-3. Takes a little off that one, but bunted foul over to the third base side of play. And so Mendocino, good speed at second with Mike Davis. Probably not so great with the speed at first with DJ Egger. Although, he's been impressive in right field coming in to make a couple diving catches, but probably with a little more speed, those wouldn't be diving catches. Still out there hustling all the way. Duman looks, Davis back, no throw. And there you see Duman kind of checking the signs from shortstop David Fernandez. So Mansell at the plate, on deck, Jack Amaro with just 1 out here. Here's a pitch by Duman way outside. Count now 2-1.
Mansell just starting to get a lot of playing time with Mendocino. 2 for 3 Saturday. He's kind of running away with the job here. Double earlier in the game.
Next pitch, and that is foul tipped. That's going to even the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes with 1 out here. And Mendocino, they would love just to keep adding more and more runs. Can never have enough runs in community college baseball.
Well, especially not against this Solano team here.
Especially
here at home.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, Duman set, and the pitch took a little off that one. Mansell out in front, under it, fouls that one up and over the backstop behind home plate. Wind now kind of swirling around, blowing out towards center field. And it'll shift over to right. All right, Duman ready. Checks the runner. Checks him again. And fakes a throw over. Davis dives back. No throw by Duman. Duman really trying to cut down on the lead by Davis. Davis has good speed, and probably a ball that gets by the infield is going to score a run. Next pitch. That's a pop fly over right in front of us. Brasher there makes the catch. Wind kind of held that one up. I thought that might get out of play, but wind blowing out towards left center now held that one up for Brasher. And Brasher, good job getting under that. An all-important out number 2. Big out for the Falcons.
Yeah, I really thought I was going to have a play on that ball.
I was hoping you would, because I wasn't going for it.
Well, we got to protect our monitors, our mixer, you know. I'll take
And you got to protect me.
And protect you. I'll take a stinger on the hands for you.
All right. We don't want any kids with YouTube showing their teacher getting cracked in the dome by a foul ball. All right, Duman gets that pitch over for a strike count. 0-1 to Jack Amaro. The shortstop walked in the second, grounded out to second. In the fourth, Duman looks Davis back. Boy, he's been doing that the last 2 batters. Duman wants to get this last out, get the Falcons out of an inning finally without giving up a run. Really wants to give his team a chance to get back in this one. Here's the next pitch. Takes a little off that one. Lifted to center field. Tolbert coming in under it and makes the catch. So Mendocino knocking on the door again, but for the first time can't capitalize at the end of 5.5 innings of play. Falcons down to the visiting Eagles 6-3. All right, here we go. Bottom of the 5th inning for the Falcons. Duman able to get out of that, really a mini jam, just to strike out where the runner was able to advance to first and a walk. But Davis, so much speed, such a good base runner, put so much pressure on. But Duman able to get out of that jam, and now we get into the bottom of the 5th. Pop-up by Ibarra. Brousseau the catcher over, so is Davis. He calls it and makes the catch. So Ibarra first pitch swinging, pops it up out of play. That'll be the first out of the inning. And now Aaron Brasher will be coming up to the plate.
Came close to a collision there.
Number 21.
Yeah, good job by Davis calling the catcher off, and good communication between both Brousseau and Mike Davis, the third baseman. So Brasher steps in to face Jones again. That one low for a ball. Brasher has only faced Jones one time. Grounded out to the first baseman, Lopez.
No, he grounded out to Jones.
Grounded out to Jones. I have an unassisted three. That's right.
Jones
he went over
tagged him out on the baseline.
That may have been Crosby, but I get these guys. The only way I can tell them apart is one's Brasher is a right-handed batter, Crosby left-handed. That pitch outside. So the count now 3-0. You know, when Brasher coming in hitting just 194, but Brasher has really done a good job getting on base. And if you look at Brasher with his on-base percentage, 386, not bad.
No, he does lead his team in walks.
Could have another one right here. That one over for a strike. Brasher thought he might have a walk there, but good pitch by Jones. Jones now in his 5th inning of work. Next pitch by Brasher. It's a chopper. The shortstop is there. He's got to wait on it. Long throw in time. And gets him. A couple of years ago, Brasher would have beat that out easily. But all that wear and tear on his body, not only catching, but in his running back days at Vallejo, probably has lost a step over the last couple years. Still took a sensational play by Amaro to get Brasher at first for the second out here in the bottom of the 5th. So David Fernandez steps in. Had that double in the first. That pitch over for a strike. Fernandez in the 3rd, tried to drag a bunt down to 3rd, but nice play by Davis to barely throw him out. Takes a little off that one, over for a strike. Good pitch by Jones. So Jones trying to go for another 1-2-3 inning. Did it in the third. That one just low. So the count 1-2. Boy, that was a pretty good pitch to lay off just below the knees. Good eye by the count. All right. Here's the 1-2 pitch by Jones out of the windup. That one in the dirt for a ball. So Fernandez, after being down 0-2, has worked the count to his favor. Deuces wild, number 2 at the plate. 2-2 count, 2 outs here. Here's the pitch, high for a ball. So Fernandez 1 ball away from getting a 2-out walk here and trying to keep this inning alive with Jordan Tolbert on deck for the Falcons. All right, Fernandez ready. So is Jones. Here's the pitch, and it's a dribbler. Laver comes in, fields it on a hop, quick throw, and retires Fernandez. That'll do it. 3 up, 3 down at the end of 5 innings of play. Mendocino on top over the Falcons, 6-3.
So here we are at the top of the 6th inning. Your Solano Falcons trailing the Mendocino Eagles 6-3.
Number 8, Nick Altman.
Leading off the inning will be Mendocino's leadoff hitter, Brett Laughlin, and we have a pitching change. Number 8, Nick Altman, replacing Mike Duman. First pitch from Altman is fouled back. Laughlin singled in a run in 2nd inning, singled again in the 4th. Altman comes set. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Looked like a good change up there, down below the shins. Counts 0-2. Pitch from Altman. Gets by Brasher. Low fastball in the dirt. Counts 1-2. Really, finally had a quiet, clean inning there in the 5th for both teams. No runs being scored, and there's a single laced into right field for Laughlin. So Altman gives up a hit to the leadoff batter.
Second baseman, Kurt Laver.
And coming up will be Laver. Singled in the 1st, grounded out in the 2nd, walked in the 4th. Laver takes a first pitch strike. Laughlin over at first base, 1 stolen base in conference play. Altman throws over to first, checks on Laughlin. Not going anywhere. Altman comes set, and the pitch. Bunted at, but missed. Strike 2 for Kurt Laver. Now with an 0-2 count, don't expect to see Laver try and put down a bunt again. Expect to see him swinging away. Pitch from Altman, fouled back. Count stays 0-2. Laughlin not taking any huge leads off of first base. Altman gets the sign and comes set. Pitch, check swing, foul. Laver trying to stay alive here, down 0-2. Holman's 0-2 pitch to Laver. Good changeup there, right above the belt, taken for a ball. Pretty close though. Pitch from Altman. Swung at, dribbled to short. Not enough time to get the double play, but they do get the lead runner at second. Smart play there by Fernandez, getting the lead runner. So the hot-hitting Anthony Colton will come to the plate. Tripled in the first, singled in the third, and reached on an error in the fourth. Altman throws over, checks on Laver at first, not going anywhere. First pitch from Altman to Colton is a called strike.
You know, I heard they announced Altman, and then I look out and who's this freshly shorn young man? Got rid of his locks. Well, let's hope it doesn't have the Samson effect.
Let's hope not.
Nick Altman, of course, had that rough outing last week against Laney. Falcons came back and ended up winning that game 5-4. And that's the only blown save that Altman has had. Altman coming in, though, in the sixth really shows the importance of this game.
That ball swung on and missed for Colton. Counts 0-2. Altman trying to get out of this inning after giving up a leadoff single. Laver grounded into the fielder's choice.
And that's where we're at right now. Boy, fastball but high by Altman. Pretty nice matchup here. Nick Altman's got that great fastball, and Anthony Colton, one of the top hitters in Northern California. And Mendocino only up by 3. They want to keep adding to their run total here. And boy, opportunity. Anytime you got Colton up with guys on, chance to score. That one inside corner, good pitch by Altman. And so Colton finally able to retire. Colton had that run batted in, big triple in the first, a base hit in the third. Thought they were going to get him out in the fourth, but that was an error by JQ. But that time, Altman, beautiful pitch outside corner, strikes out Colton for the second out. This one, high pop fly, just behind us there.
Colton out looking on what looked like a nice tight slider there by Altman. And you don't see that happen to Colton. That's just his second strikeout in conference play. Usually a pretty good eye there, and we see him down in the dugout. He's talking to himself right now. He's muttering, boy, that's why that kid's such a good ball player. And a throw over. Pretty close play there. Good throw by Altman. Laver back in time. All right, so you got Laver at first. 2 outs. Here's a pitch to Brousseau. This one hit, but right at the shortstop, Fernandez. He's going to throw over to Fortney, and that'll do it. So 2 innings in a row. The Falcon bullpen stepping up as usual at the end of 5.5 innings of play. Mendocino up over the Falcons, 6-3. Okay, here we go for the Falcons. Bottom of the 6th inning. Falcons trailing by 3 to Mendocino, 6-3. And Jordan Tolbert steps in to face Spencer Jones. Jones ready, and here's the first pitch, and this one is lifted to center field, but Colton right there doesn't even have to take a step. And the first out is retired for the Eagles here. Colton looked bored there. Like he wanted to run a couple circles and then go after the ball, but he just had to sit there. So now Zach Wells steps in. He's hit 2 balls to right field for 2 outs. That pitch outside corner for a strike. How many times have we said that today, Zach? I lost track.
Spencer Jones just pounding that outside corner to the right-handed hitters. That one in the dirt.
And I can usually count pretty high.
Wells 0 for 2. And probably due for a hit here. That one, good eye by Wellesley. Outside for a ball.
Jones highest ERA in their starting rotation, but really, he's pitched great today.
And that one hit right to the shortstop. Amaro stays with it, throw over. Boy, Wells made that close. I thought even a chance he might have been able to beat that out, but doesn't get the call. And that was just a routine grounder, but Wells really getting down the base paths in a hurry.
Stover's
and
gonna
Coach,
talk about that.
He
yeah.
is.
I'm with him. That throw was not in time. He really just lollipopped that thing over to first base.
Yeah, Morrow just kind of treating that like a routine grounder and came up with the throw. Didn't have a lot on, and Wells hustling all the way. Thought he might have had it beat by a step. Boy, that's going to be so cool next week when we got the instant replay. Not going to do any of the ball players any good, but at least we'll have a chance to take a second look.
Yeah, that's all I care about.
Going to the 4-camera broadcast starting next Tuesday against Los Medanos, and a lot of you will be on spring break. Chance to still catch all the Solano baseball action here on the Solano College Sports Network. So Stover has his say with field umpire Jeff Dunmar. And he'll head back to the dugout, and with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th, Alex the Hitman Crosby steps in.
Yep, Stover's objection was overruled there.
All right, Spencer Jones set. That pitch a little bit low for a ball. And that was a bang-bang play. I mean, that was close. If he calls him safe, then you've got an argument from Matt Gordon, the head coach of the Eagles. That one looked low, but gets the call.
Never thought I'd hear you taking the umpire's side.
Yeah. Got to be objective. That one, and Crosby hits this one to Amaro. Nice play. Little mustard on that throw, and easily retires Crosby. 3 up, 3 down. So Spencer Jones is now retired 7 batters in a row ever since that base hit by Fortney went all the way to the wall, scored a couple runs. Jones has been mowing down the Falcons at the end of 6 innings of play. Mendocino up over the Falcons 6-3. All right, we head into the top of the 7th. Mike Davis will get things started for the Eagles. He'll be followed by Antonio. Can I get a word out? Goodness gracious. Antonio Lopez on deck, and then DJ Edgar. First pitch. A little bit outside for a ball. Count 1-0. All right, Mike Davis ready. Here's a pitch by Altman, and it's hit but right to JQ. Stays with it. Throw over. Boy, nice play by Fortney. JQ just threw that one in the dirt to the right side of the bag, but Fortney, excellent play getting over there, making the catch, keeping his foot on the base, and retiring Mike Davis, who runs well.
Fortney really looks like a Gold Glover over at first base there. Pretty good fielder.
Fortney's just a solid all-around ball player. He's a guy, if I gave him a nickname, I'd call him the handyman. All right, swing and a miss by Lopez on the first offering by Altman. Good base runner, can play a lot of positions.
And
Good hitter.
Always a key guy in their late inning rallies.
All right, this one lifted out of play. Over towards the right field side of play.
Lopez with 2 strikeouts today, looking for a hat trick.
Lopez set. That one outside for a ball. So the count 1-2 with 1 out. Mendocino up 6-3. Wind really picking up. Blowing out towards right center now. Pitch by Altman. Fouled back. Fastball at the knees. Lopez went down to try to get it, fouls it back. So a little activity over in the Falcon bullpen. Next pitch, swing and a miss. Nice pitch by Altman. Looked like he took a little off that one, and Lopez way out in front. That'll be the second out here in the top of the 7th.
Right fielder, DJ Egger.
So DJ Egger coming up to the plate. Walked his last time up. That was against Duman. That was back in the 5th inning. And here's a first pitch, fastball, swing and a miss. Altman, good velocity on that pitch, and he is working quickly.
Egger was definitely late on that pitch.
Here's the next pitch by Altman. Outside corner for a strike. Good pitch by Altman, working both sides of the plate.
Egger's hoping he just gets a changeup.
Here's the next pitch. That one way high outside. Just got away from Altman that time. He's going to think about that one for a second.
Looked like he upped the velocity a little bit there. Just couldn't control where it was going.
Shakes off a sign by Brasher. Now he's ready. Here's the pitch. And that's fouled back. Pretty good pitch by Altman. Good job by Egger staying alive. Fought off a pretty good pitch there. So Altman gave up that base hit to Laughlin, first guy he faced, but he's retired the last 5 guys and
Great
make that
change-up.
6. Big changeup by Altman, 3 up, 3 down. We're heading into the bottom of the 7th with the Falcons down by 3, 6-3. All right, so Falcons need some runs, down by 3. We're in the bottom of the 7th. 9 outs left for the Falcons. But Zach, how many times have we seen a comeback here at Billy and Louise Yarborough Stadium? Falcons need another one today, though, if they want to maintain their hold on first place. And this one lifted by Spini into deep right field. Edgar going back, and he's going to watch this one sail over the wall. Big home run for Nick Spini. Falcons now down 6-4.
Beautiful. You don't often see home runs here. Pretty big stadium. You see a lot of triples, but he definitely cleared that right field wall.
Spini, the left-handed batter, got a ball in the zone, and he just crushed it over the right field wall. So home run by Nick Spini. That'll be his first and only home run, obviously, of the season. And now Chad Fortney, a guy who started many a rally for the Falcons in his 2-year career, will be up next. And that might be it for Spencer Jones. We're going to have a meeting on the mound, although I didn't think I saw someone in the bullpen, but way in the far corner, in the shadows, we've got a little activity. But I don't think Jones is coming out.
No.
Matt Gordon out talking to his pitcher. And just trying to get everybody settled, ready to go. Home run. I mean, the advantage is it's hard to start a rally. You got the run, but nobody on. But Chad Fortney, boy, he's been a rally starter so many times for the Falcons in his 1.5-year career.
Well, it's starting to look similar to the previous game Mendocino played here in Solano, where Solano was down 2 runs, rallied back late after, Mendocino had a great run from their starting pitcher, just gave up a couple runs. Bullpen came in, and really they're the ones who blew it for them. So
the starting pitching for Mendocino in the 3 games for the Falcons, boy, Luano in that first game, Connor Chick, and now Jones, all making it difficult. That pitch in the dirt all the way to the backstop, and I'm not sure that's the pitch that Gordon said he wanted him to throw after that meeting on the mound. So Jones has got to settle down, just make his pitches, still got a 2-run lead, and that one low and outside.
really neither of those pitches close.
And Chad Fortney, pretty good eye at the plate.
Fortney called time before that pitch.
So the count stays at 2-0. Nobody out. Here's a pitch by Jones. That's going to be oh boy, that's going to be a strike. Thought that was a little high and a little outside, but Jones gets the call. Isidro's kind of been all over the place with the strike zone today. Jones ready. Here's the pitch. Fortney hits a chopper to third. Davis comes in, able to make the play. Pulls Lopez. Lopez, I thought, applied the tag, but Dumar is going to say that he hit the bag before he applied the tag. Boy, I thought that was a pretty good play by the first baseman. That was a tough chance for Davis. Throw a little bit high and wide, but Lopez went up, made the catch. As he made the catch, spun around, looked like he hit Fortney on the shoulder right before Fortney hit the bag, but boy, the Falcons will take it. Any means necessary, and once again, Fortney doing whatever he can to get on base and get a rally started for the Falcons.
So you score that a single or an E5?
Boy, that's a tough one.
Because that's a tough play. He was coming in, throwing on the run.
I'm going to give Fortney a hit.
Sounds good to me.
Hometown hit, baby. All right, Jones ready. JQ lays down the butt. Jones gets it, throws over to first. But JQ does his job on the bunt and moves Fortney over to second. And that'll be the first out.
Now batting left fielder, number 3, Edgar Ibarra.
So Edgar Ibarra steps in, the left-handed left fielder for the Falcons.
Singled in a run in the second.
True freshman right out of Rodriguez. Won a section title in his time at Rodriguez. He just wants a hit here. Jones ready, checks the runner, and the pitch. Nice pitch inside corner, fastball, strike one.
Oh, whatever threw off Jones for a couple pitches.
Back on track.
Sure has left him, yeah.
All right, Jones taking his time now. Here's the next pitch. Outside for a ball. Good eye by Ibarra. Ibarra, excellent eye at the plate. Boy, really impressed with some of the freshmen that have come here this year, right out of high school, making an impact for the Falcons. Number 3 is one of those guys. Here's the next pitch, and this is going to be a pop-up. Amaro, the shortstop, drifting back, settles under it, and makes the catch. And that play a little trickier than it may seem with that wind blowing straight out to left center now, but Amaro stays with it and gets the all-important second out. So that'll be a pop-up to the shortstop. Aaron Brasher now steps in, the number 9 hitter for the Falcons, with Chad Fortney at second. Jones checks the runner. Here's the pitch. Nice, looked like a breaking ball there, or a changeup.
It's not fair starting out a batter with a slow curve like that.
Good pitch by Jones. So Brasher, no balls, 1 strike. Sophomore out of Vallejo. One of the better catchers in Northern California, but a chance to do something with the bat here. And even though Brasher hitting just 194, this kid, if he gets a hold of one, he can drive it somewhere. Outside for a ball. Good eye by Brasher. Things tensing up a little bit here at Billy and Louise Yarborough Stadium. Mendocino up 6-4. Both these teams battling for first place in the Bay Valley Conference. Solano has a share, tied with Marin. Los Medanos fouled back by Brasher. Mendocino, second place, 7-4, 1 game back. Marin's playing Laney today, and Los Medanos, Contra Costa, both off today. as will the Falcons on Saturday. They'll have a bye, not playing anybody on Saturday. Kind of a break in that typical Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday routine. Here's the pitch by Jones. And Brasher fouls it over to the third base coach, Tommy Bavasi. Bavasi again, looking like twinkle toes there on the soccer field. Orlando, our camera person, got a little excited. Don't get too excited. Soccer's not till the fall. Orlando, excellent job on the camera today. Next pitch. Oh, Brasher just stays alive. Just got a piece of that. Orlando Torres been operating our camera for most of the games, but he's not going to be so lonely anymore. Starting next week, we're going to get 3 more cameras in the mix. Trying to go big time on the Solano College Sports Network. But big opportunity for the Falcons to inch closer into this game. Only down by 2 here in the bottom of the 7th. Fortney on second. Here's the 2-out pitch to Brasher outside for a ball. So Brasher evens the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs. Catcher Brousseau taking a little bit longer, getting the sign from head coach Matt Gordon and then relaying it out to Spencer Jones. Jones has the sign, checks the runner, and here's a 2-2 pitch, high for a ball. So the count is full. That's an advantage for the Falcons. Fortney can run on the next pitch. If Brasher can just get this one to drop in the outfield, should score a run with Fortney on the move.
Jones is up at 90 pitches. If Brasher gets a hit here, he might be out of the game, and that's what you want if you're Solano. You don't want to see this guy anymore.
Get to the bullpen. Here's the pitch. Inside for a ball. Boy, that was close, and Isidro, he kind of waits before he makes the call. Everybody on edge, but Brasher knew it was outside and takes his base. And so now runners at first and second. And one of the hottest hitters in the Bay Valley Conference now up at the plate, David Fernandez, had that big walk-off base hit to win the last game for the Falcons on Thursday, and a chance to get the Falcons close to the lead, if not tie this game up with one swing of the bat. Jones ready, a little bit high. And so David the Count Fernandez got that nickname not because he looks like a vampire, because this kid can make his hits count. Needs one to count right here. Jones ready. Pitch in the dirt for a ball.
He also raises the opposing pitch count.
So Jones now mid-90s on the pitch count. Falcons making him work here. Bottom of the 7th. Runners on first and second. Fortney pretty good speed at second. Here's the pitch. Catches the outside corner. Jones with his bread and butter pitch right there. Outside corner for a strike. Needed that one. Gets the count to 2-1. Spencer Jones trying to get his second win on the season. 1-2 in his 7th start. Checks the runner. Here's the pitch. Takes a little off that one. Pop up, and it's going to drift out of play over to the first base side of play. Lopez over there giving it a look, but no chance there. And so we'll do it again. So we got 2s on the bottom of the board. Fernandez number 2. Count 2-2. 2 outs here. Bottom of the 7th. Doesn't get bigger than this. Jones ready. Here's the pitch. Ooh, check swing by Fernandez. Ball gets away, and Fortney out by a mile. Thought that ball got away from the catcher, but doesn't. And oh my goodness, Fortney doesn't even want to look over in Stover's direction after that play. So big play by Mendocino. Falcons, after that leadoff home run by Spini, can't capitalize at the end of 7 innings of play. Falcons down 6-4 over Mendocino. All right, so big break for Mendocino. Fortney, third out at third base, ends the rally, and now Mendocino up to try to add to that 2-run lead. And Nick Altman still on the hill for the Falcons. He'll face Tanner Mansell. He'll be followed by Jack Amaro, the shortstop, then back to the top of the order with Brett Laughlin. So Nick Altman set, third inning of work. There's a bunt, but it's right to Fortney. He'll wait. He'll tag the runner. That'll be the first out in the inning. And boy, you can tell looking at Fortney, he's still upset about getting that third out. He just thought the ball got by the catcher a little too aggressive, and once he committed, there was no turning back. Like the aggressiveness, but you also got to play smart. All right, Jack Amaro at the plate. Altman outside corner for a strike, taking a page out of Spencer Jones. Just pounding that outside corner.
He's only thrown 4 balls since coming in the 6th inning. Struck out 3.
Ooh, took a little off that one. Amaro tried to stay with it, fouled it back, so Amaro quickly down in the count. No balls, 2 strikes. Jack Amaro, the number 9 hitter. He'll be followed by Brett Laughlin. That pitch outside for a ball. That was an 0-2 pitch, trying to see if he could get the batter fishing. Amaro says nothing doing. And here's a pitch. Nice breaking ball. JQ can't come up with it. Nice effort, made the dive, but just squirted out of his glove into center field. Tolbert retrieves it, and Amaro on base. Boy, that's another close one. Not sure if that's going to be the second error on JQ. I think that goes as a base hit. That would have been a tough chance. And even if he knocks it down, he's got to come up and make the throw. I just talked Amaro into a base hit. Of course, I'm not the official score. All right, top of the lineup, Brett Laughlin steps in to face Altman. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss.
Well, I put an E4 in my book, so one of us will be right.
Altman on the mound with the shorn locks. Throw over. Altman's got a pretty quick move over to first base.
I was picked off. That surprised me.
Yeah, Amaro, boy, he dove back quickly, and he didn't have much of a lead at first.
No.
All right, so Laughlin set. Here's the pitch, and that hit him on the elbow. I wasn't sure if it hit the end of the bat, but boy, you can tell by looking at the batter there, that definitely got him.
That or he deserves an Oscar.
Yeah, so Brett Laughlin, he's going to try to shake that one off, and probably got the bone at the back of the side of the forearm.
Yeah.
And that thing is going to sting. Trainer's out immediately from the Falcons. They'll take a look at that. Louis Brosseau going over there. Hey, at least I had my mask on when I took one in the face. So Trainer's going to take a look. Maybe they got some of that spray stuff you put on there. It doesn't hurt anymore. I don't know if they still have that stuff. When I was a kid, man, something happened, you get hit or whatever, hit in the face. Here, let's spray some of this on, kid. You can't feel a thing. Then you get home, find out your arm's busted. And that's exactly what the Solano trainer is doing there. They want to make sure no fracture, nothing broken. Last thing you want to do is keep playing. Coaches from Mendocino out there looking as well. But we can tell you this, there's going to be runners on first and second now. So Amaro, he's going to move down to first, and Laughlin will either stay in the game at first after being hit by Altman, or we'll see a pinch runner. And I think Laughlin's going to stay in. Yeah. Tough kid. Shake it off, get on first, to take his base, and Mendocino, they know they need to get some more runs. They've been here before with a 2-run lead against the Falcons late in a game. And so they want to try to keep adding to the score. They're going to have to do it, though, against one of the best closers in baseball coming in early today, Nick Altman.
Yeah, but look who's on deck.
Need a ground ball right here if you're a Falcon fan.
You need that double play ball.
And this one got the ground ball, but foul down the third baseline. So Kurt Laver steps in. Had a base hit his first time up. Had a walk in the fourth. And a couple outs as well. All right, one out here. Altman looks the runner back. That's Jack Amaro, the shortstop. Gets back easily, no throw.
Laver also pitched in that game they played here at Solano. Gave up the game-winning run. Not charged to him, but he did give up the hit.
Here's a pitch by Altman. Took a little off that one, but outside for a ball. Yeah, that was on that. He was pitching, and it was just a slow grounder. And I'm not sure if it was Speeney coming home, but it was like he kind of juked him and startled him, and he dropped the ball. And I think Speeney scored to tie the game. Falcons eventually won that one. And that one, bunt attempt by Laver, comes up empty. That'll go as a strike, and so count now 1-2 with one out. And as you said, Zach, Anthony Carlton looming in the on-deck circle. Don't want to give this kid a chance to do more damage.
At the same time, I don't think Altman's too scared of him.
Oh, my goodness. That was in the dirt, but Laver fooled and comes up empty.
Well, Altman struck out Carlton in the top of the sixth. I'm sure he's thinking, what's the big deal about this guy?
And that was a big pitch by Altman, too. Outside corner. Carlton caught looking, and he's thinking, good, I want another chance against this guy. He was muttering after that strikeout in the dugout. Gotta like that about that kid.
Chance at redemption here.
Here it is. Pitch by Altman. Gave him the fastball right at the belt for a strike. Carlton kind of looking over to the bench thinking, okay, I hope he gives me another one.
Saying, watch this.
This is fun. Altman going against Carlton. Big battle here. Crucial part of the game. 2 outs. Here's the pitch by Altman. Fouled back by Carlton. So Carlton in a bit of a hole now. Down 0-2 with 2 outs. And we're in the top of the 8th. Certainly don't want to give Mendocino any more runs in this game. Only down by 2. So this is a big moment in this game. Opportunity for Mendocino to bust it open. Here's a pitch high by Altman. Opportunity for the Falcons to keep that lead at 2 runs. Both benches up, leaning on the dugout fence. No napping in this game. Another dandy here at Billy and Louise Yarborough Stadium. All right, Altman checks the runner. Here's the pitch. And that was swung, tipped, held on by Brasher. Nick Altman, second strikeout of Anthony Carlton in a huge moment for the Falcons. Let's see if the Falcons can capitalize on this momentum as we head into the bottom of the 8th inning with Mendocino up over the Falcons 6-4. All right, well, if you're a Falcon fan, you're hoping it's rally time. Falcons down by 2 as we head into the bottom of the 8th inning. But they're facing a pretty good ball club in the Mendocino Eagles. Falcons won the first game here at Billy and Louise Yarborough Stadium back on the 7th of March, 5-3. Mendocino won their game at Mendocino on Saturday, 8-0.
Picking up the loss in that first game is the new pitcher now, Cameron Abrams.
So Abrams starts off Fernandez. Fernandez fresh at bat now. And that ball over for a strike. Fernandez had that leadoff double back in the first and has grounded out the last 2 times. This one is hit, but to the shortstop, Amaro goes over, long throw, and not in time. Boy, and that one, I thought the throw beat him. On the previous one was with Wells, I thought he was safe. Trying to get my tongue in order here, and Gordon's going to go out, and he's going to have something to say about that one. I don't think it was a makeup call, but I think things are even now.
Hey, he didn't come walking out. He came running out. He's not happy about that.
Well, that was an important out. You don't want to let that leadoff runner get on, and you got a ground ball to the shortstop. You're feeling pretty good about your chances. Fernandez, though, good hustle once again, getting down the base paths, doing everything he can to get a rally started for the Falcons, and it worked. So Jordan Tolbert up at the plate. We'll see if he goes around to bunt or if Stover's going to let him swing away, and that one almost hit him way inside.
Should have leaned into it.
So Cameron Abrams in relief of Spencer Jones, 4.74 ERA. This is his 12th appearance, 2-3 on the season. Next pitch, and it's hit. It's a bunt, hit too sharp over to second, get the lead run. So Tolbert, boy, he's got to do some work on his bunting. Gets the bunt down, but too hard to the pitcher, and nice play by Abrams to turn and get the lead runner at second. So Fernandez out on the 1-6, put out Jordan Tolbert now at first base on the fielder's choice.
Really, 3 times the Falcons have tried to bunt, and all 3 times they haven't gotten a good outcome out of it.
So Zach Wells steps in. Hitless so far in this game. Taking a couple good plays, especially the last 2 times. Egger robbed him of a hit in the 4th, and Amaro just barely able to make the throw to retire him back in the 6th. So we're in the bottom of the 8th. Falcons down by 2. Wells at the plate. He lifts this one. It's going to be trouble. It's down the line, but it veers over towards Rocco Seaton, the new left fielder. When he initially hit that, I thought it was going to be down the line, but the wind pushing everything to left center, and that's just a fly ball out. Second out in the inning, and now Alex the Hitman Crosby coming up to the plate.
Alex Crosby.
Go back to work, man.
So Wells has hit the ball pretty well today. Nothing to show for it, and now Matt Gordon going out to talk to Abrams, the pitcher, and we'll see if they're going to go with the pitching change, and they are.
Bringing in the loogie.
So number 20 coming in, and I think that's 20, not 21, right?
Yep.
So we got Cody Benton coming in, and so Cameron Abrams started off the inning, and really he's thinking I should be out of this inning, because it was a bang-bang play at first. David Fernandez beats out an infield hit. Tolbert tries to bunt him over, but hits it too hard, and so they retire Fernandez at second. Tolbert now at first, and Wells flies out to left. So it's going to be 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th, and we'll get a chance to look at Cody Benton. He'll be the 3rd pitcher in for the Mendocino Eagles. And we said 6.23 is the ERA, no decisions. This will be his 5th appearance, 4.1 innings of work. He has 1 strikeout to go with 3 walks. So the good news for the Falcons, Spencer Jones out of the game. Falcons now will have to try to get something going here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th if they want to close the gap on this 2-run lead by Mendocino. And Benton only has to face one of the best hitters
get 1 out
in Northern California.
Not asking too much, huh?
Alex Crosby. Crosby 1 for 3. Grounded back to the pitcher in the 1st, had a base hit, scored a run in the 4th, and grounded out to Jack Amaro in the 6th.
I think this is the first time in JUCO baseball I've seen a coach play the lefty-righty matchup like this, bringing him in for just 1 out.
And a lot of times it's just you don't have the arms to be able to do that, especially, boy, you look at the pitchers for the Falcons, not a lot of lefties.
But hey, when you get a complete game in your game beforehand and your starter going 7 innings like he did today.
Benton starts off Crosby with a strike. Count 0-1. Big moment.
Some expendable rested bullpen arms.
All right. Benton ready. And the pitch over for a strike. So far, Zach, the lefty-lefty matchup working to perfection for Coach Matt Gordon, head coach of the Mendocino Eagles. So count 0-2 to Alex Crosby with 2 outs here, bottom of the 8th. Here's a pitch by Benton, high for a ball. Count now 1-2. Jordan Tolbert at first. Outstanding speed, probably the fastest guy on the roster for the Falcons. Freshman out of Vacaville. Not much of a lead. Here's the pitch by Benton. Takes a little off that one. Just high. Boy, looked like a pretty good pitch by Benton. So that evens the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 22 at the plate. Deuces wild. Crosby looking for a hit. Benton trying to prevent that. Here's the pitch. Low and outside for a ball. So Crosby, after being down 0-2, works the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. That's a big advantage for the Falcons because now Tolbert can take off. Crosby gets something in the gap. Could be an opportunity for the Falcons to get another run on the board.
Well, you'd love to see Nick Speeney come up after this.
He's on deck. Benton ready. There goes Tolbert. Crosby hits this one, but Calton's going to be there, settles under it, and makes the catch. So Cody Benton comes out of the bullpen, does his job, gets Crosby to fly out to deep center, and at the end of 8 innings of play, pretty good game here at Billy and Louise Yarborough Stadium. Mendocino Eagles up over the Solano Falcons 6-4. New pitcher for the Falcons, Jake Novelli on the mound. He'll take over for Altman. Altman sensational in his 2 innings of relief, only 1 hit and 2 hits actually. Gave up 1 to Amaro in the 8th inning. So Jake Novelli out of Vanden in on the mound for the Falcons, and first pitch by the catcher Brousseau, hit to center field. Tolbert over and makes the catch. So 1 up, 1 down here in the top of the 9th.
Now batting third baseman Mike Davis.
So when you look at the Falcons, Driscoll pitched the first 2 innings. Dooman came in the 3rd, pitched through the 5th. Altman in the 6th, 7th, and 8th. And now Jake Novelli on the mound. Pretty good outing, pretty good showing by the Falcon bullpen. Probably because we had 2 of the bullpen members on the Solano Baseball Weekly show yesterday, Drew Lamont, Mike Dooman. All right. So Mike Davis at the plate. Novelli starts him off with a strike. Got the inside corner. Jake Novelli, right-handed pitcher, freshman out of Vanden. Next pitch, outside for a ball. Count 1-1.
So is that the way it works? You go on the Solano Sports Show, you have a good game?
Sometimes. Didn't work out too well for Altman last week. His first outing after was that blown save against Laney. That pitch outside for a ball. We would like to think it has a positive impact.
If that's the case, you should do a feature story on the bunt.
Swing and a miss by Davis there. Looked like Novelli just fooled him, took a little bit off that one. I'm glad Novelli finally a chance to pitch while I'm doing a game. He's in my 9 o'clock Speech 1 class. Pretty good student, nice kid. That one outside for a ball. As are most of the kids on the Solano baseball team. Coach Stover really stresses the importance of academics. Next pitch, and that's a ball. So Novelli was ahead in the count and then loses Brousseau. So opening walk, and that's not what Coach Stover wants to see out of the bullpen. And he won't show much patience if you're going to come in and walk guys. So Novelli, a little bit of work to do here.
Well, especially a speedy guy like Davis. Stole a base back in the 5th inning. Jumping off the base already.
All right, this one fouled back. And my mistake, too. That is Davis at first on the walk. I think I said Brousseau, the catcher. And so Antonio Lopez at the plate. He struck out 3 times, had a sac bunt. Back in the 3rd, looking for his first hit. Now would be a pretty good time to get it. There goes the runner. And this is a little pop-up. JQ's going to get under it. And Davis, boy, scampers back to first. So that'll be the 2nd out in the inning. on the pop-up to JQ by Antonio Lopez, and now DJ Egger comes up to the plate, but I think we're going to have a pitching change now. And so that's going to be it for Novelli. Retired Brousseau, gave up the walk to Davis, then retired Lopez for 2 outs. And I think that may be Ryan Anderson coming in. Yeah, I think that's going to be number 14 when he turns around, and it is. So Coach Stover, again, he's not messing around with this game, does not want to let Mendocino get any more runs. And boy, the Falcons have really, it's kind of a tale of 2 games. You look at Mendocino in the first 4 innings, they put 6 on the board, but now in the last 4.5 innings, unable to get a run. So got to tip your cap to the Solano bullpen. And they've really kind of held down the fort and allowed the Falcons to get back in this game, only down by 2. But they want to make sure that Mendocino has no opportunity to stretch that lead, and so they're going to bring in their ace of the pitching staff, starting pitcher Ryan Anderson. I think, too, this will be the second time on the season that Anderson has actually come out of the dugout in the 9th inning.
It'll be interesting to see how he handles it. Last couple games I've seen Anderson, he's had trouble in the first inning. First couple batters, retiring them. So see if out of the bullpen he can just come out firing.
Yeah, that's absolutely right, Zach. And you think back last couple games, remember he hit a batter, walked a batter, but then he gets locked in. And the one thing you like about Anderson, he's just going to pound the strike zone. Once he gets locked in, he's going to work quickly. He's going to pound the strike zone. And that's exactly what the Falcons need here. So Anderson, right-handed pitcher, comes in to face the left-handed hitting DJ Egger. Egger had a walk in the 5th and an RBI ground out in the 2nd. That first pitch, low for a ball. Throw over. Oh, almost got Davis wandering off the bag.
He got me wandering.
I like the way Davis just jumps right out into his lead. Like the intensity of this kid. Good ball player. Next pitch, and it's hit, and that's going to get to right field. Wells right there. Probably hit too hard for Davis, even with his excellent speed to get to third base. Certainly don't want to make that third out at third. So he's going to stay at second. Edgar, solid base hit into right field.
Well, this would be a big insurance run for Mendocino. They can get a hit here.
And it's up to Tanner Mansell, the designated hitter, had that big double back in the 2nd. That pitch catches the outside corner for a strike, and if Anderson can get locked in on that outside corner, he's just going to pound it. Anderson works quickly. Takes a look at Davis. Takes another look. Here comes the pitch. And outside corner, but not enough to catch the zone. That'll go as a ball. Count 1-1. I like Anderson the way he'll stare back a runner. Here's the pitch. Takes a little off that one. Catches the outside corner for a strike. Count 1-2. And that's the one thing with Anderson. Very effective changing his speeds. He has good velocity on the fastball, can get up in the high 70s, low 80s, but then he can throw a changeup in the low 70s. That one took a little off that one. Almost got Mansell fishing. Mansell just able to hold the bat back. That'll even the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes. So about 4:35 here in the afternoon game, a little over 2.5 hours long. And swing and a miss by Mansell. So Anderson comes in, gets the 3rd out by fanning Mansell. So now up to the Falcons, folks. You can hear Journey in the background as we get ready for the bottom of the 9th. Falcons down to the Eagles, 6-4. All right, folks, if you're a Falcon fan, put on your rally caps. If you're a Mendocino fan, you need 3 more outs from Mr. Cody Benton. Cody Benton on the hill came in relief in the last inning. In relief of Abrams, got a couple fly balls to get out of that inning, and now Nick Speeney there to greet him in the bottom of the ninth. Here's the first pitch by Bent, a little bit low for a ball. Nick Speeney, not too shabby of an afternoon. He's got a double and a home run, scored 2 runs for the Falcons. Next pitch outside for a ball. Speeney coming in, hitting .234. He's got 15 runs batted in on the season after that jack in the 7th. He'd like another one right here. Here's a pitch by Benton. That's going to be outside for, no, that's a ball. A little confused by the signal by the home plate umpire.
Well, as much as you'd like a sexy home run over the right field wall, you'll take a walk here. You need more than one.
And that's what Speeney has, an opening walk. So Cody Benton, not what Coach Matt Gordon wants to see, puts the first runner on board. Don't want to make it easy for the Falcons.
I think we might see a pitching change here. He might have just been in there to get the lefty Speeney.
Now batting.
I think you're right. Yep, we see Gordon take the ball from Cody Benton, and I think it's going to go to Laver.
Yep.
So Kurt Laver, as we saw in that first game with Mendocino losing that game 5-3. Kurt Laver in relief, and so he'll go to the mound. Looks like Mike Davis is going to move over to second, and in at third now, number 33, Matt Benson. So we got Benson at third. Jack Amaro stays at short. Mike Davis over at second. And you got Lopez still at first. Louis Brousseau behind the plate. And in the outfield, Rocky Seaton, Anthony Carlton, and DJ Egger in right field. So Kurt Laver is going to take his warm-up tosses. And if we take a look at Kurt Laver's numbers, 3.00 earned run average, 2-0 on the season. This will be his 6th appearance, and he's had 12 innings of work thus far this season.
But let's remember he gave up the game-winning run in that previous matchup against Solano. And what's the definition of insanity? Doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different outcome?
Boy, you're asking me for a definition of insanity? I thought of 3 different people that I could specifically answer with, but not do it on the air. I love my wife too much. All right. So big moment in the game. Falcons trying to hang in there. Don't want to lose their 2nd game in a row. Only happened one other time this season. Falcons lost back-to-back games to Santa Rosa.
Number 12.
And Falcons have kind of been in a nice routine with the start of conference play. Lose a game, win 4, lose a game, win 4.
Torres pinch running for Speeney.
So Torres in, a little more speed on the base pass, probably a lot more Gio Torres. Excellent base running ability, very fast, and so he'll be running for Speeney at first.
Fortney looking for redemption.
And that hits Fortney. How many times has Fortney been hit in a game where the Falcons are trying to rally from behind?
I do think he was hitting that last Solano game against Mendocino.
And I remember last year, huge comeback against Marin, really turned the Falcons season around last year. They went on a 10-game win streak. They were down 8-3 in the bottom of the 7th. Fortney got hit, started to rally. Falcons ended up winning that game. I think it was 10-8. And as I said, won 9 more games in a row. Really put them back in contention in the Bay Valley Conference, eventually won by Laney. So runners first and second for the Falcons. JQ, he's had some big hits for the Falcons. Not going to be this time. He squares around to bunt. It's going to go to Davis, the third baseman. Nice throw over. Tripped the runner, still out. And so Davis kind of running over, inadvertently tripped JQ. JQ down pretty hard. Boy, and JQ hit that bunt maybe a little harder than he wanted to. If Laver gets over, has a chance to maybe get the lead runner. But once it got by him, got to Davis, now you've got the runners in scoring position.
Well, good play by Benson, coming in fresh off the bench. First ball put in play is to him. Did a good job throwing out JQ.
That was a good job, too, by Lopez. or actually it was Davis covering, able to, the throw was a little bit high, but went up and got it, knocked down JQ in the process. But Falcons now tying run at second base, and now Danny Mills coming up to the plate. He'll be batting for Edgar Ibarra. Danny Mills, another kid out of Rodriguez, and Mills hasn't been at the plate a lot, but he's had some big hits. That's one going to be popped up and probably going to sail out of play. Danny Mills, very first game of the season. Falcons down to DVC, I think, in the top of the 7th. Mills comes in as a pinch hitter, base hit, 2 runs on the board, tied that game at 3-3. Had to go 20 before JQ Park went over the Solano scoreboard to win that one. That one at the knees for a strike. So Kurt Laver. Mills fouls off the first pitch. That one at the knees. Here's a pitch by Laver, low for a ball. Good eye by Mills. Eagles wanted that one, but I agree with the home plate umpire, a little bit below the knees. Pretty good pitch though by Laver, especially on the 0-2 count. Wind has died down as well. Hardly blowing to the outfield. Give it a chance though, it'll pick up again. Mills just wants to get something to the outfield. Even a deep fly ball, get a run on the board. Falcons could be down by 1. Base hit could be tied up. An out, Falcons will be down to their last out. And on deck, in case you're wondering, the catcher, Aaron Brasher. All right, we're ready, Zach. Here we go. Laver, and the pitch, swing and a miss by Mills. Laver went after him with the high fastball. Mills couldn't lay off it. Big time swing, comes up empty. Falcons down to their last out. Big pitch by Laver. He just went after Mills that time. Here, kid, see if you can hit that one. Mills comes up empty, just swung through it.
Laver's looking for the first save of conference play for any Eagles pitcher.
Laver set, first pitch to Brasher. At the letters for a strike. Laver doing a good job getting ahead in the count. Mendocino comes away with the win. I think this will be the first time that Mendocino has won the series against the Falcons in quite some time. Series even at 1 game apiece. Both teams have won at home. So it all comes down to Aaron Brasher. The pride of Vallejo, the former Apache. Big moment. Here's the pitch, and it's low for a ball. That'll even the count at 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs here. Bottom of the 9th, Billy and Louise Yarborough Stadium. First place on the line for the Bay Valley Conference. Brasher set, and the pitch, and it's a high pop-up. Davis there, so is Lopez. Davis calls for, bumps into Lopez, but he hangs on and makes the catch. So how about that? Wasn't pretty for the Eagles. They were up 6-1, but they hang in there and come away with their second victory in a row over the Solano Falcons. So the Falcons, they're going to drop to 8-4 in conference play. Mendocino will move to 8-4 as well. Pretty good game this afternoon, Zach. What are your thoughts?
Well, great game pitched by the starting pitcher Spencer Jones for Mendocino, and really that's the difference in the game was him going 7 innings. Bullpen looked a little sketchy at times for them, but you know, you only had to deal with it for 2 innings.
Well, I think it would be great since Mendocino won. Let's see if we can get number 4 over Anthony Colton for a little post-game wrap-up here. So we'll take a little break, folks. We'll go get number 4, and we'll be right back. All right, well, here we are in our post-game show. Very big win for Mendocino. That's 2 games in a row over the Falcons. And joining us on our post-game show, the sensational center fielder for Mendocino, Anthony Carlton. And Anthony, I thought you really got things started with that big triple in the first inning. Is that what you're looking for, just to get something in the gap, get things going for your team?
Personally, I'm just going up there trying to get on base for my 4-hitter, Luis Pursue, and I'm doing my job right now. And this Coach Gordon first came in and told me, this is your park, and do a job today. And once I get off the bat, I felt pretty good about myself. And then besides for the 2 strikeouts today, I think I did a pretty good job today, and so is the team.
Well, we were talking a little bit about the strikeouts. We've been calling you the Falcon Killer after your first game here, and that was a heartbreak loss for you guys. You guys come back, take care of business on Saturday, big 8-0 win, and then you hold down the fort. I know you guys were probably getting a little anxious when that lead went from 6-1 to 6-4, but I noticed after those strikeouts, muttering a little bit in the dugout. That really shows us about your perfection as a player. Tell us a little bit about your approach and how you have really turned out to be one of the top hitters in the Bay Valley Conference.
This is a new team this year for us, and from coming off a losing record, and now we're in a big positive record, and think we're making a good way into our Bay Valley Conference for first place, and there's not much else. Our leaders are huge right now for us. Last year there's no leaders, but this year we stepped up, and our leaders are doing a good job for us, and they're taking us all the way for right now.
Well, big win for you guys. We've been covering Solano baseball for years. I can't remember the last time that Mendo beat the Falcons 2 games in a row, and this gives you the season victory 2-1 over the Falcons. Got to be pretty excited about that. Tell us about your focus and your approach as you guys kind of head into the stretch run. Big opportunity here, winning 2 from Solano. That sets you guys up well. Tell us about your approach getting into the last part of the season.
We're just going day by day, and we don't look ahead of ourselves. We focus on our practice, and I go straight to our game right then. And I don't know about it, but our road games are really good. We can't come out on fire every inning. We struggle a little bit in the end, but I think we progress each as a team, and everyone picks each other up.
And tell us a little bit, too, about being at Mendocino. For you guys, when you go on the road, it's a little different for a lot of the other teams in the Bay Valley Conference. You guys have to travel a bit. How does that affect you, and what do you do to keep your focus when you finally arrive for a road game?
I don't think it affects us that much. We come out in the morning. We're maybe everyone's a little tired, but on the bus ride, on the bus rides down, we're focused, silent, have a giggle here and there, and once it's there and we step in the stadium, it's go time.
Well, pretty big game for Anthony Carlton. 2 for 4, had that big triple to get things started in the first inning for the Falcons. Anthony, thanks for joining us on our post-game show.
Thank you.
And best of luck to you and the Eagles as you guys finish up the season. Thank you very much.
You.
Well, folks, that'll do it for us here on the Solano College Network here at Billy and Louise Yarborough Stadium. The Falcons go down 2 losses in a row to the Mendocino Eagles. And remember, our next broadcast will be here on Tuesday of next week. Los Medanos comes to town, another big series for the Falcons. They'll go to Los Medanos on Thursday, have a bye on Saturday. We'll have that game for you next Tuesday. And remember, we're going from 1 to 4 cameras, have instant replay. You can catch all of our games on the Solano College Sports Network. You can also go to the Solano College Facebook page to catch any of the highlights for the game. That's it for us here at Billy and Louise Yarborough Stadium today. I want to thank our camera person, Orlando Torres, my broadcast partner, Zach Kraft. This is Greg Poff on the Solano College Sports Network. Good afternoon.